Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. All right, we got to talk about some big shows here, and we're going to start with the Grand Slam Collision show in Australia. What did you think of that show?
I thought it was really good. I thought every match delivered the crowd. So I think that I'm trying to figure out what it was, but I thought that it felt like the crowd was like, you could tell the crowd was super hot, but it also felt distant in the sense that, like, I don't know, like the sound, there was something with the sound that I didn't like. I didn't feel like I could hear like the crowd's going crazy, but it wasn't like overwhelming, like they were going crazier. It was clear they were going crazier than the sound indicated. So the miking, there was that issue. But I mean, AEW looks super major league, when you have a crowd like that, I mean, it was whatever the number was. I mean, the number I heard was 11, which they never said on the air. I mean, Jesus Christ, you finally get a big crowd. It should be, I mean, they did a great job of showing the wide shots. I mean, it looked like every bit of that, if not more, so the way it was shot, it actually, if you said 15,000 people would believe it because it looked really big on the air. I think that it was a real good foot forward. I mean, if you're going to do something after the NBA All-Star game or All-Star Saturday night, although the NBA thing got really overshadowed by the hockey thing tonight. So there's way more. I mean, plus the hockey thing was on ABC. So the NBA, we'll see how the numbers are. I mean, there's, it's still a good lead in. It's still the best lead in AEW's had, except for the Texas Clemson game for Collision or any of their shows in a year. But the hockey thing really seemed to get a lot more interest. So, but it's right after the slam dunk.
What
thing.
was the hockey thing?
The 4 teams hockey thing tournament that's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 teams thing. It went against Dynamite on Wednesday. It probably hurt Dynamite's rating on Wednesday too, but it's a big thing that's going on right now. Yeah, that was on ABC tonight. So so there was head to head, but I think that like as far as coming out, it was their best foot forward. It was the most. Really most major league television show that they've done in a long. It's just a look of it. I mean, and they've had great TV shows a lot lately, but again, there's a big difference between a great TV show in front of 3,000 people and great TV show in front of 11, and a stronger lineup too. It's probably the strongest TV lineup. I mean, some of the Continental shows had super strong lineups too. But this was different. I mean, it was matches that had been built up longer rather than just great tournament matches. These were, it was built up as what this was, honestly, is what Battle of the Belts should have been, from day one. 2-hour show with major championships built up for weeks, something like that. This was the Clash of the Champions in the old WCW days. It's not as big as a pay-per-view, but it's very, very big, and it's a major event, one of the big events of the year. I could not for a second explain the finish of the Moxley match. I have no explanation for that one.
Good, because I don't either.
Yeah, I have no explanation for that. I mean, the only thing I could think of is, but it's like the new booking. The old booking is that you put the challenger over, and the new booking is that everyone knows wrestling's 50-50 booking, so therefore you put the champion over, so then the people think the challenger can win. Rather than you put the challenger over, now he's got momentum. It's totally, the fans are too smart for the old tricks, so you do the new tricks. But even with that, and a lot of promoters are doing that now, in Japan especially. They did that. They did it with Goto and Zach. At Cork and Hall. I think it was at Cork and Hall. But they had Zach beat Goto, even though Goto was the challenger for the title and not, quote, a strong challenger. And it, I can't say it didn't work because they sold out the show, and it's been done. A lot of the Japanese promotions do that now. Where you do that, and then everyone goes, "Oh God, the champion won, so therefore it's the challenger's turn. We're going to see a title change." Which, when you book a championship match, the key is to convince people they're going to see a title change. I don't know that this works. But in this situation, I would not have done it. I just thought. I just wouldn't have done it this way at all. Just not at all. I'd have beaten Moxley, not even beaten Claudio. I know people suggest they could always have beaten Claudio, and of course they could have, but I just think that they should have, beaten Moxley and everything. They had, and I, really, for such a big event, there was definitely a lot of, there's a great positivity. Overall, I think the show was pretty much a home run.
Have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt, your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.